Marty, who I had in mind when I wrote my first rule as an MC, don't give the microphone to somebody who really wants it. But Marty, I'd like to invite you forward.
We should have left it up here, Fred. You know, Dan, I've known you for 25 years. No, it's more than that. It's only 35 years. You don't age. I do. And I've got to get Dan a new joke because I've stood on this stage at this banquet at least a dozen times, and he uses the same joke every time. So I'd like to remind him, and by the way, thanks, Katie, I'm going to take your 5 minutes too, that I inducted you into the Hall of Fame, which means I can remove you from the Hall of Fame as well. So, hi, Ray Ray. I'm blown away by this. And that's the first thing that I can say, is that the game of golf, in the almost 50 years that I've been playing the game of golf, my father, who was a PGA professional and very much loved the game and loved this town and he loved junior golf, who unfortunately died when I was 11 of cancer. The day he passed away was January 18th of 1981. The day before that, two men, a man named Jerry Stevens, who ran Pensacola Sports for a very long time, and a fellow PGA professional named Jack Montgomery, went to the Navy Hospital on Highway 98. And they told my father that they were going to rename the Divot Derby Trophy the Stan Stanovich Trophy. And 6 o'clock the next morning, he died of cancer. My father would have been 100 years old tomorrow. And that's not lost on me at this moment. I have a lot of people to say thank you to, but all glory is due to God. Psalm 119:11, I've hidden thy word in my heart that I might not sin against you. There are so many people who this award belongs to far more than it does I. In addition to my father, I lost my mother 5 years ago, who was a mainstay at Pensacola sports events and junior golf events. And I'm blessed that I had a great mother and a great father. And I know a lot of the athletes in here have had great mothers and great fathers. And they've had great coaches and they've had great mentors. And you young athletes, I want you to say thank you tonight to mom and dad. I want you to say thank you to grandma and grandpa. I want you to say thank you especially to your coaches, because they do what they do through your success and the love of the game and giving it to you. Cameron, I've not accomplished 1/1,000,000th of what Justin Gatlin has in the world, but he was the only person at the Florida Sports Hall of Fame banquet I wanted my picture made with. Because you know what? 20 years from now, when we're celebrating his accomplishments, I'm going to think about the young people he's going to mentor someday. I see so many friends. I see so many people. I want to say thank you to all of my supporters from the first tee. Mr. Richard Berg, who's the chairman, who gave me enough leash to do crazy things like go and buy a goofy golf. My chairman, Greg Davis, my chairman, Tony Capano, my chairman-elect, Steve Herman, Commissioner Bender, who's secretary of the board of directors, Allie Blay, Tish Boozer, my entire staff, my team. The ladies of Impact 100. If you're a member of Impact 100, ladies, would you please stand? Please, it would mean the world to me. The members of Impact 100 would stand. I applied for 5 Impact 100 grants, and I was over 5. But here's one of the great things about golf. Golf teaches the beauty of failure, because you learn to fail forward. You're going to fail in the game of golf far more than you're ever going to succeed. And that's one of the most beautiful things. The greatest player who's ever played the game has failed 4 times out of 5 when he's walked on the course. He's guaranteed to be in the Hall of Fame. Think about it. It prepares you for that 6th time when you're actually successful. And ladies, you believed in the project. I'm going to continue to make you believers. I want to thank Dan and Bill Valona. You guys could have both gone on to bigger markets and done incredible things. But what you did for sports in Pensacola and have done for us as a community has been incredible. To Ray and the staff of Pensacola Sports, I was honored to be president of Pensacola Sports for 2 years and served on the board for a number of years, to be chairman of the Greater Pensacola Junior Golf Association, and so to mentors like Ray, and to Downing Bray, and to Jerry Stevens, and to Shirley Cronley, and to Dickie Appleyard, and the people who have helped me find my way, following in my father's footsteps. I say thank you to all of you and your incredible staff. If there's one person, more than any other person, Cheryl Stanovich. When we were working 14 and 16-hour days to try and get that darn goofy golf open and to turn it into what it became. I remember the night I was standing on the top of a 20-foot ladder painting the top of T-Rex's head. On a gusty night, and it was about 9 o'clock at night, and she had to go to work the next day. And I said, go home. She goes, no, somebody's got to be here to call EMS when you fall. There's always going to be that one incredible person that stands by your side. Big Fred, I love you, brother, and I love you, Tia. My brother and my sister right there. You know exactly what I mean. Nobody does it alone. I didn't do this alone. We don't, none of us do it alone. Keep the faith, work hard, great things happen. Thank you so much.
Marty, if you tell a joke and somebody in the room didn't hear it the first time, it's a new joke.
All heard that one.
Yeah, we heard that one too. Congratulations, Marty, Cheryl.